this will be the first of a handful of times I introduce my next guest from the His and Hers program, along with Michael Smith, weekdays at noon Eastern on ESPN2. Jemele Hill, good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
How are you?
I'm well, so.
Well, I follow you on Twitter, and have for some time. And there's a couple of photographs, one of which I'm going to save for the radio audience when they come back.
Okay, we'll do.
But this one needs to be seen for sure.
Okay.
Gronk and you, I guess having a moment is the only way to put it. Can we put this up? When Rob Gronkowski backs that thing up on you. This is at the Kentucky Derby.
It was. It was special. Couldn't you see the chemistry between me and Gronkowski?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, no, honestly, Gronk, like, he's a really fun guy. And
That he is.
Yes, very fun. And I'd never been to Kentucky Derby before. And sure enough, you walk out on the terrace. I'm sure you being the big celebrity that you are. You've been to the Kentucky Derby.
I have not, actually.
You have not been. Okay,
No.
that surprises me. So sometimes, you know this, when you say things on TV, people actually want to give you things. So we were discussing that sports weekend overall. I remember it was supposed to be so big with the Mayweather fight, Derby,
Draft,
all that
Clippers,
stuff. Clippers, Spurs, all that going on. And we did a topic on the show about what would you most like to go to if you could have one ticket to anything. I was like, to Kentucky Derby, because I've never been. And I couldn't think of a reason why I would go. You know what I mean?
So that's how you were at the Derby. In the 50 seconds I have left, more concerned about how did the Gronkowski backing that thing up?
The Patriots were having themselves quite a time. And Rob Gronkowski, look, when he's in the midst, be prepared for just twerking, all right?
Yeah.
He doesn't care. You got to stay woke, as they say. Head on a swivel, because you may be the next twerking victim. And I looked away, and next thing I know, I was like, wow, this is a bunch of rear on me. So,
plaid rear. Plaid covered rear.
But we laughed about it. It was fun. I'm sure my mother's very proud of that.
Look, there's another photograph that's coming up that I'm very excited to be bringing to the audience.
Oh, geez.
Because it was, no, you brought it to your own Twitter account to begin with. I'm here with Jemele Hill, right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Michigan State alum. Worldwide leader in sports and Michigan State and East Lansing, Michigan. She's
your favorite place, I'm sure.
Oh, no, yeah. Sort of. Certain Saturdays it is. Co-host for ESPN's His and Her with Michael Smith. Jemele Hill, good to see you.
Thank you. I will slightly correct you on one thing. Not with what you said. But earlier in your program, you said that Michael Smith went to Ohio State.
He didn't?
He did not. He went to Loyola. So when I talked to him about big-time college football, it's like somebody speaking French to me. It doesn't compute, because all they had was intramurals. So we know about that big-time college football life.
So why do I think he's in Ohio? Does he root for Ohio State?
No, he doesn't. What he likes to do is troll me. So whether it's Ohio State or Michigan, even though he didn't go to Michigan, he might as well be a Michigan fan, because he loves to use Michigan to troll me.
Okay. Well, then that would be the genesis of a tweet that I'm about to bring up. Now, I'm not a favorite guy on Twitter. I don't favorite a lot of things. I favorite just only I think I maybe have like 5 or 6 favorites out there, just to remember certain things, just to, if it's a fact that I like or a tweet that I like. It was a favorite. One of my favorites is a tweet you sent out. It started with Michael Smith during the first half of last year's Michigan State game.
Right.
Can we put it up on screen right here for the radio audience? I'll describe. He tweeted at you. Y'all got this, right? Because it wasn't looking all that great in the first half.
It was not.
And then you tweeted back at him a photograph of you in a Michigan State jersey, smoking a cigar, looking at the screen, and you wrote back, "Do I look concerned?" I have this favorited. Jemele.
Okay, any particular reason why?
Because it's going to be a very cold Saturday on Twitter.
One of these days? You mean one of these days it may be?
It could very well be this October.
Okay. I like that you're confident. To be so certain and yet eventually be so wrong, it's going to be very gratifying for me. It really is. A lot of Michigan fans, ever since you guys got Jim Harbaugh, and trust me, my co-host had a great time when that happened, because I said on national TV that I would shine his shoes if Jim Harbaugh went to Michigan, because I didn't think that would ever happen. Why would you leave the NFL and go to a struggling program at the time like Michigan? Why would you do that?
Because you're wise and smart, and you can go home again, Jemele.
You can. And so nevertheless, a lot of Michigan fans y'all acting like you've already won the national title, okay?
Now, wait a minute. Let's not paint all of us with the broad brush here. The way I'm acting is that we need a certain brand of crazy. Okay?
Really?
Yes, we do.
Because this is typically not.
I know that.
How
It's
you all
time.
do
It's
things.
time to go into the 21st century here. And if Urban Meyer and Nick Saban and your guy isn't like the most, I mean, he is sort of a calm-looking dude.
A lot of fire underneath.
Yeah.
A lot of fire.
There's a ton of fire in your coach.
Yeah.
We need to match that. We
Okay.
need to match that. And I thought Brady Hoke was a guy to match it. Didn't turn out to be that way. You're going to miss him, aren't you?
Oh, aren't we? But Jim
Look at
Harbaugh
you.
is welcome to all the butt kickings that Brady Hoke
Right,
had.
right.
No, but in all seriousness, I too was surprised that Brady Hoke that wound up the way it did. I respected him a lot as a coach. I thought
Me too.
he brought the right temperament and passion, and obviously it didn't work out. Jim Harbaugh, I'm actually really glad that he's there because I think the conference, as you know, has taken a lot of hits in terms of the reputation. People, especially the SEC, they like to clown us. Now we have such a bevy of quality coaches in the league.
Yeah.
James Franklin being there now too. That I'm really looking forward to it. Like, look, the best part of beating Michigan isn't when you guys are down. The best part is just ruining you when you're good. That's the best part. That's way better.
I respect that.
Way better.
I respect that.
Right?
Oh, I respect that
Yeah.
immensely.
So for me, I hope
Right.
Michigan is good again, so that it can add more spice to the rivalry.
And I'm here with Jamel here on the Rich Eisen Show, and Izzo is as all-time great as they come.
Yeah.
He's
Terrific
He's
guy.
up there with Coach K. He's up there with the all-time greats,
Mm.
and he's right there on your campus. When is he going to leave? That's why I keep asking Mariucci. I'm like, doesn't he want to stop?
Are you just hoping?
Doesn't he want to just stop,
Nah,
Coach? Doesn't he
man.
want to go coach LeBron somewhere, sometime? You know,
Well,
I mean,
I do wonder because when he originally was reportedly offered the job by the Cavaliers, I do believe that if LeBron had stayed, I don't think he would have been at Michigan State. And I say that not because I don't love my university or wanted him to leave by any stretch, but that's a rare opportunity for a coach to get a chance to coach somebody like LeBron James. And I think for him, that would have been a really exciting challenge and hard to turn down. I'll say this about Michigan fans. I'm glad that you're complimentary at Izzo because...
oh, please.
Though, well, look...
Well, I've got Mariucci in my jet stream
That's
too.
true.
You know,
That's true.
so and they're best men, and so I have a certain
investment
love
in
for
this.
Mariucci that bleeds over to Izzo.
Well,
you know?
that is where I feel like Michigan fans are much more evolved than us Michigan State fans.
How is that?
Because you guys could, like, let's just say Tom
Right.
Izzo coached the Michigan basketball team. It was
Sure.
just as good, just as accomplished. You would never hear a Michigan State fan say, oh, I love Tom Izzo, or you guys are able to do that. Like, we're far too petty. Like, I told one of my producers, I said, if the fate of the human race hinged on me rooting for Michigan to win anything, we'd all be dead. It's just that simple. We'd all be dead. So
Maybe and this is no offense to you because you're clearly an outlier here. Maybe it's an intelligence thing. Maybe it's sort of just like a higher level of learning.
no,
No?
I don't think it's that.
It's not?
Because you
You
guys
don't think so?
No, I don't. I think it has nothing to do with that. I think it has everything to do with the fact that what really kind of grinds our gears
Yes.
is the fact that you all consider Ohio State like your main rivalry. You just sort of leave us out of this. Like, we want you to hate us. Like, can we get some hate?
I'm
You know
there.
what I mean?
No, I'm there.
Equal
Okay.
hate.
I'm there.
Equal hate,
I'm
right?
there. No,
Y'all
no.
reserve it all for Ohio State. We need some of that.
I'm there.
Okay.
Well, certainly with the past few little brother, big brother allegedly being that matchup for the meetings, it's been pretty brutal. It's
It
been
has.
a rough 4 or 5 years for me
Yeah.
in the football season.
Great 4 or 5
Until
years
we
for
play
me.
Penn State, then it's all good.
Oh,
We got the Land Grant Trophy battle going on over here. Don't worry.
Is that what it is? I didn't
Yeah.
even know that.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
yeah, it is.
Let's take a break here. I'm here with Jamel Hill. I want to talk Kobe with you. That was a
Cool.
great interview you conducted with him for BET a couple weeks ago. You're the only one I believe that's gotten an interview with Kobe over the last few weeks.
I'll
months.
take it.
Yeah,
Thank
and you did great with it. I'm here with Jamel Hill on the Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.